Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and another episode of Should You Make It? Crazy, right? 2 videos, 1 week. What? Super excited. I did something similar to this one about 3 years ago from Tasty. It was a rigatoni pie that did marinara, and that was a lot of fun. And I saw this one in my memories Facebook. Good job on the memories, because Lord knows I ain't got one. So this one today is going to be a pesto pasta pie from Babble. I've never heard of these guys before, so maybe they fell off somewhere, I don't know. But very excited because this one is going to use Parmesan, mozzarella, pesto, and if I remember correctly, I had a lot of fun organizing the rigatoni in the springform pan. That was a lot of fun. So this one's going to be super easy. If I remember, the last one was super fun and easy too. So I'm super excited. I hope you're super excited. Let's view it before we do it and get into this bad boy. So we're going to head on over to the usual, over there, this guy that's staring at us. And let's go ahead and get into it, guys. Alright, so we're going to start in the back. We have our rigatoni. We got our mozzarella, our basil pesto, and we've got our Alfredo. We've got our ricotta, egg, Parmesan, olive oil. We have our turkey sausage. I'll tell you a funny story about that later. And we've got our pan, our 9-inch springform pan. I've got my brush that I use only for cooking and baking. And I've got a spoon and my mini, of course. So we're going to pay attention to our rigatoni first, and then we'll go to our pan. So I'm going to get set up over here like usual, and we will get started. Okay, so first step is we're going to bring our attention to our rigatoni pasta, which I already cooked because I figured nobody needs to see me boil pasta water and pasta noodles. So I boiled this in salted water and took it out, ran it under cold water so it's cold, and now what we're going to do is we are going to add our extra virgin olive oil, as we say in the South, or oil, to each their own. Grab our mini. Every ounce of that all goes into our pasta, because what don't we want to do? We don't want to waste any ingredient that we are using. And I always think about that when I watch a Tasty or a Delish video, when they're, you know, like speeding along, and you can always tell how much ingredient they leave in the bowl. Or they get it all over the counter. Oh my gosh, you guys, does that piss me off to no end. I'm always screaming. Anywho's, moving on. We're going to add our grated Parmesan. Boop. You know, talk to it. So, and we get to play with our food in this recipe, which I'm a freaking fan of. Well, I guess I could put my hands in here, but I don't want to. So, I used a spoon. Okay, so let me tell you my funny story while I'm doing this. Hopefully not getting messy all over. So I went to the store this morning because, again, another sleepless night. I went in to the grocery store to get all of the ingredients for this, and I'm going over to where the ground turkey is. And I'm looking at it, and I'm looking at it, and I'm looking for the ground turkey sausage. And I'm like, where is the turkey sausage? I see the ground turkey. And I'm like, okay, doesn't it have to say turkey sausage? Now, mind you, I don't work with turkey. Like, I don't substitute ground turkey for any of my recipes. So I'm not like privy or, you know, understanding, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm not seeing turkey sausage. So, and it's early in the morning and all the people at Walmart are stocking. So luckily there was somebody there, because normally, you know, you can't find freaking someone to save your damn life. So anyways, I go up to this lady and I say, you know, I'm making a recipe and it's calling for turkey sausage. Is this one the same as turkey sausage? And I'll be goddamned if she doesn't look at me like I'm a freaking alien with two heads. And, you know, here in the South in Georgia, she goes, no ma'am, it's not. And I'm like, I knew it! You, 5-second rule, y'all. 5-second rule. We're good. We got a little fuzz on there. We're good. Okay? Okay, now we're good. Nobody tell my husband. Okay? Shh, quiet. Nobody saw it. Jeez. Get in the damn bowl. Anywho, so, you know, she looked at me like I was an idiot. And I said, okay, can you point me in the direction of the ground turkey sausage? You know, it was early in the morning. I'm not in the mood for anyone's attitude or bullshit. So I'm like, keep your cool. Don't break out the, you know, pissed off shit. It's too early for that. You don't want to get arrested. No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't. Anyway, why is the cheese going everywhere? Calm yourself. Woosah. And return. Okay, so she takes me over to where, like, the breakfast sausages. You know, the round breakfast sausages and the bacon and stuff like that. Then she points me to it, and there's like one kind. It's made by Butterball. Butterball makes all natural. You know. So I'm like, okay. You didn't have to be a smart ass about all that shit. You could have just told me, no ma'am, it's over here with the bacon and stuff like that, because, you know, whatever. But no, she had to get a tood. So, you know, 7 o'clock in the morning, someone give me tood at freaking Walmart. And I'm like, y'all, today ain't the day. Don't freaking start with me. But she did. So, anyway, okay. Sorry. This is why my videos are so long. So, put that aside. We are going to move over to our frying pan and cook up our Butterball turkey sausage that we found in the correct section. Okay, so let's scooch on over. Guys, tell me this. Why does turkey sausage smell like poop? Like, honestly, bleh. But anyway, my opinion. So, we are going to brown the ground turkey sausage. Then we're going to drain any of the fat once it's cooked, obviously. And then we have our Alfredo and our pesto ready in the background, because once that's done, then we'll add our Alfredo and pesto to it. But yeah, so I'm just going to cook this bad boy up and drain it. And then we'll be back before we add the pesto and the Alfredo. Okay, wow, that didn't take long at all. And I feel like there are two types of people in the world when they're cooking, whether it's this turkey or sausage or bacon or hamburger. I feel like there are the finely browners and there are the chunky ones. Me, I'm the finely one. I like to get it so where they're like tiny crumbles. That's me. I guess I don't know if it's kind of like a game to me where I'm like, ooh, how finely can I get these guys and make them beautiful? That's more like me. So we're adding our Alfredo and our Basil pasta. I don't know why I felt like I try to be Italian. When I add Italian ingredients, I feel like I must honor them. Well, I guess that's kind of disrespectful if you're mocking. I'm not mocking them. I'm just trying to be Italian, I guess. So yeah, these are all Italian ingredients. God, there is something that is so incredible about the smell of pesto. Oh, it is beautiful to me. No popping. I didn't say you could pop. No, knock it off. I've already had enough of your shit today. Come on, with the cheese. Trying to jump ship. No, sir. This ain't the fucking Titanic. Get your ass in there. So, alright. Ooh, isn't that beautiful? Oh. That is another thing. I absolutely love it when food is stunning. Absolutely stunning. And to me, all of these ingredients in here are absolutely beautiful together. With that basil that's green, that beautiful green. And I'm a sucker for a hunter green. That is beautiful. And then the ivory of the Alfredo. And the light tan of the... God, here I am going off on a tangent again. Guys, now I warned you, I have that something shiny syndrome, so don't blame me. Now I can't stop staring at it. Okay, anywho's, this has to simmer for 20 minutes, and then we're going to turn the heat off and let it cool for 10 minutes before we introduce it to our la pasta. Okay, so now that our ground turkey is all done, it was on there for 20 minutes and then turn the heat off, and we have it sitting to the side. It's been sitting for 10 minutes. So now we're going to turn our attention to our ricotta and our one huevos. So we gave her a good whipping, a mixy, a beat, because we're in New York. Is that it? Oh gosh, I should stop with the frickin' accents. Oh yeah, yoy. Okay, so we're gonna take our egg all off our fork because it has taken enough. Get that in the sink. Take our egg, plop her into our ricotta. Get our mini to get into our crevasses. Boop, boop, boop. Because believe it or not, egg is sticky. Very, very sticky. And then after this, we get to finally have fun. Well, not that I haven't been having fun, but more fun. We get to play with our food. Woohoo! So, oh look, that kind of looks like scrambled eggs with the egg white. Okay, so we're going to give this a mix. We're going to set it aside. We're going to come back, and then we are going to pay attention to our springform pan and our rigatoni, which I am super excited about because I do remember having a lot of fun. And I'll show you a good trick to have these set, because it did take a lot of time before I figured out how to do it correctly. So we'll get there. Okay, so now we're going to pay attention to our springform pan. I have sprayed it with the grease spray, and I have paid special attention to the bottom edges and also where the latch is, because those are where you're going to get the most stickage. Now my trick is I have these silicone oven mitts, and I just place it on the back of my oven right there, so it helps to keep it upright, because keeping it upright is where I found is the best way to put these noodles in. And I know when I did it 3 years ago, Delish showed it standing up. This video showed it standing up. That does not work. I can tell you that now. Save yourself some time and try this. Now, if you don't have silicone oven mitts, put a towel down. A towel will work just as fine. Or napkins, that's fine too. So I have that standing upright up against the back, and off to the side I have my bowl of noodles that I re-stirred, because even though it has the olive oil in there, they will tend to stick. Now what I also did with those is, while I was getting everything else prepped, I kept them in the fridge. Why I did that was I wanted to keep them cold, because the colder they are, the firmer they are. And the firmer they are, the better they are to go in and stand upright in the pan and not break while you're trying to shove them in there, because what's going to happen is when we're putting these noodles in here, you are going to have to shove some in corners here and corners there to fill in gaps and holes. And I'll show you as I'm going along in this process. So I'm going to get started and I will show you, like I said, as I go along. Alright, so here's the first couple rows that I've done, and it's going awesome. So see, like having it propped up like that is making it very easy to have them laid down like that on top of each other. Okay, so that didn't take long. That took me about 15 minutes, yeah. So all of our noodles are beautifully packed in like sardines. But to me, obviously, much more beautiful. Next up, we grabbed our ricotta and egg mixture. And so when I was mixing this, I was initially trying to do it with this, and it didn't work very well. So use a fork. The fork makes it beautiful, because ricotta comes like kind of packed as it is. So we are going to pour our ricotta over. Sing to it. We appreciate you for being here and being so beautiful. Light and fluffy as you are. Scrape that out. And I can't tell you, well, I don't know if many are like me or whatever, but love the smells of food. Well, maybe it's because, you know, since I can't eat, I enjoy the smells of it. But that pesto smells incredible. I love it. Okay, so we got our ricotta in here. We are going to smooth that over. They used the back of a metal spoon, and I have one over to the side. I just figured this was dirty. Why dirty another one? Because in between, like when things are cooking and stuff like that, I always do my dishes. I am very weird like that. I always have to have my dishes done before I start another step. It's just, like, I guess, like an OCD thing. I don't know. Because at the end, you know, I hate having a sink full of dishes. It's just like, if I see a sink full, I'm like, yeah, that can wait till tomorrow. But if I do them as I go, there's not that many, so that's my theory of it all. Okay, this is stunning. And it's like when I make cakes and stuff, and it comes to frosting, I'm the same way. Like this, I'm looking at this like, oh, this looks like cream cheese or vanilla frosting. Beautiful. I'm just trying to make sure it's even, like settling over all the noodles, which it is, but you know, even distribution, people, even distribution. I don't want one noodle to feel more important than the other. No. Then you're gonna get yelled at by, oh, see that one? No, I love you just as much. There you go. Okay, that's good enough. All right, I'm done. No, I'm not. So, because now we're gonna grab our meat mixture that's been resting. Give her a good stir. Oh my gosh, guys, smell it. Smell it. Do you smell it? Oh, does that smell amazing? Do you see all the beautiful pesto in there? Oy! Mamma mia! Oh, sole mia! Anyway. I was just thinking of Meet the Fockers when he taught the baby to say, oh, sure. It cracks me up. Anyway, so I also have my oven preheated to 400 degrees. And this is going to go in for the first time for 15 minutes. Then we're going to remove it. And we're going to top this bad boy with some mozzarella. Or mozzarella. If I'm not mistaken, I believe I am Italian. I'm a huge mutt. I know that. I know I'm French Canadian. Big part is French Canadian. And you know what? I'm not going to grab all of this oil over here. I'm trying to stay away from adding most of it, because that basil pesto comes with a lot of oil in it. And I do have my springform sitting on a baking sheet only because I know that this came with a lot of oil in it, and I really don't feel like having any leakage in my oven, because I will not clean that shit. I'll tell you that now. No ma'am, no sir. So now we're gonna, they used a wooden spoon. You know, I don't know if you guys are, but I'm not a wooden spoon person. I will admit it. I am not. See, I don't, ugh, I can't. It annoys me. It annoys the shit out of me to no end. Everything sticks to it, and you can't move crap with it. I just can't. Look. So, that's my annoyance with wooden spoons. I know a lot of people are old school, and that's how it's done old school. But, you know, hey, to each their own. It annoys me, and if it annoys me, I ain't gonna do it. Because I curse enough as it is on my own in the kitchen at everything. So, I don't need anything else to provoke it. Okay, holy mother, yes, yes, and y'all. Doesn't that look freaking gorgeous? So, now that that is beautified, I'm going to stick this bad boy in, like I said, 400 degrees, 15 minutes, pull her out, put some mozz on it, bake it for another 15, and we shall be back. Okay, so it's been 15 minutes, I took it out of the oven, and let me just tell you guys how glad I am I stuck this on a sheet pan, because I'm not going to burn my freaking self, but I'll just bring it up to you guys. Well, I don't want to spill it, but I don't know if you can see the collection down here in the corner or not. Well, I'll just freaking bring it up to you. See right there? All that oil? Yeah. Good looking out on suggesting that in your recipe. So, now you guys know. So please, 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 please put a cookie sheet, baking tray underneath your springform so you do not have to clean up any mess in your oven. Now, we are going to top this with some mozzarella. It doesn't say how much, but I'm going to go nuts and cover this bad boy with mozzarella, and stick her back in the oven. I don't know why I said her, whatever. She's beautiful, that's why. Another 15 minutes and pop it out, and we will see what we have when we come back. Alright, she came out of the oven. I let her rest for 10 minutes, and I unmolded her. And a trick, if it's naturally going to stick because of the cheese, so when you pop open the springform, get a paring knife and go around the side, and it'll pop it open. And I was going to take a little slice out. Now my husband isn't home to take a taste, so unfortunately you won't get that today. But I was going to take a slice out, but I was cutting it and I wanted to show you guys. Look at that string. It's like a little bungee. Boing, boing. So I figured I'd take this slice out and show you. And one thing I did notice, where we did the ricotta and the cheese right here, it almost looks like a scrambled egg layer in there. So that kind of looked interesting to me. But man, does this look really interesting. Now, I will say this. There was a ton more grease on there. Are you freaking noodle down? You nut. Anyway. So what I ended up doing was I had to, okay, see? Yep. There she goes. Down she went. Alright, Tbs. Oh well. It'll probably taste just as good. So what I had to do was, because there was so much, I removed, before I took this out, I took the whole pan off, rinsed it, and put some paper towels underneath, let the excess oil come off, and put it back on. So, you get my drift. So, because it's a freaking butthole, and it decided to fall apart on me. But you can still see, look at all the basil pesto that held onto the noodles. So, I mean, that had to go all the way down to the very end of the noodle. Doesn't that look beautiful, though? That is so stunning. I don't know if you're going to catch the steam that's still coming off of it, but you can see all that ricotta. And I don't know if you can tell what I'm talking about with the scrambled egg, almost like texture right there, and the crispy, gooey mozzarella on there. Now the bag of mozzarella that I got, that was a 2-cup bag, and I ended up using the entire 2-cup on top of it. So I can't even begin to tell you guys what it smells like in here, but it smells like freaking heaven in here. But so let me actually turn this around so you guys can see the center cut. I'll bring it up closer to you. See? See how beautiful that looks? It looks gorgeous. Yeah. She's a sexy one, ain't she? I just want to whack. Smack that ass. Anyways, getting off topic. So, it smells good. It looks beautiful. This one compared to the marinara one I made 3 years ago from Tasty, honestly, the same. The only thing I would say about this is the excess oil from the basil. I would be half tempted, if I make this again, to drain all of it. Honestly, that's what I would do, because I wouldn't get that, and that's probably what's making it, the noodles separate when you cut it, because on the bottom here, I'm sure you could see all the excess oil. Even though I cleaned it and I still kind of let it drain, there's still a ton on the bottom. So that's my only thing with this, is I honestly would drain the oil in the pesto jar before I added it to the meat in the Alfredo. But other than that, she's beautiful, smells lovely, and I can only imagine what this tastes like. So, you know, maybe try them both. That's, if you can, I try them both. So, you know, if I was going to a party or something and I needed to bring a dish, these are so quick to put together, both of them. I might make both. You know, make the white one, make the red one. Hey, that's actually a freaking... Sometimes I do have good ideas, people. Sometimes. Okay? Not all the time. You want to lick that off? Lick it! Thank you guys for watching another episode of Should You Make It? I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you tried this one. I think you should make it. And maybe try, like I said, maybe just getting rid of the oil and the basil pesto, because that was a lot. If not all, maybe get rid of some, because that was a ton. And if you do use it, like I said, please use the baking sheet underneath. That will save you a lot of trouble cleaning your oven. And yeah, try the other one. It's from 3 years ago. I did the one from Tasty, and it uses a marinara. And then make both. See which one you like better. Or you probably will enjoy both of them at the same time. I mean, it's really interesting that this one came up too. So I can't wait to see what my husband prefers better. That'll be interesting. But thank you guys again for watching. To all my new subscribers, thank you again for your love and support. And please remember to view it before you do it, because you never know. I might give you some helpful hints and tricks and tips. You never know. I might have something up here. Might be interesting. So from my kitchen to yours, guys, thank you for joining me. And mwah.